Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Space Monkey Mafia here, and today we're doing That Happened. Today's tank is Sgt Greenguy. He doesn't move too much, but you guys just have to deal with that. Also, Beans, my sister, is here again today.
I don't like that. I don't like that name.
You picked it.
I said I wasn't sure. I don't really like it.
Pick something else.
Sister.
Sister.
My sister. That's my name.
Oh my gosh. Okay, do you know what That Happened is about?
That happened.
Do you know what it's about?
That happened.
No, like...
Yeah, that happened.
No, like... Why are you like this?
Here, I'll get close to the mic like you said.
Yeah, that'll help, but... No, we're not doing ASMR. Stop. This is the opposite. Nope.
Hey, how are you doing?
No, I'm done with you. I should probably download all of these beforehand.
Hey.
Illegal.
Hey.
I'm gonna have to delete, like, this whole minute.
Like the video. Hey. You like ASMR?
No, no one likes ASMR. I'm getting it. I'm getting there. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're taking forever.
I know. Ugh. Which one you want to start off with?
I don't know. Okay.
Okay, read this one for me. The bleeped out parts are supposed to be but they used a different word.
Wait, what?
Read it. The missing spaces, those are supposed to be but.
I poured milk down my butt to stop the pain. A while ago, during August I think, I ate an entire bag of hot Cheetos. I'm very white and never eat anything spicy, so it was a traumatic experience back then. But I thought I could handle it pretty alright. I woke up at 2 a.m. with the...
It's okay, just start that sentence over again. I'll edit it out.
With the butt?
Just restart the sentence.
But what am I supposed to say in the blank?
Oh, the runs.
Butt.
No, I'm sorry.
I later woke up at 2 a.m. with the runs, and so I ran to the bathroom. My bathroom, doesn't matter. Once I was done, I realized my butt was burning kind of bad, but I didn't think much of it. I sat there for a minute on my phone and realized the pain only got worse. So I get up to flush when the toilet is red, all red. This only puts me into a panic, and the pain was so bad that I said
Screw it.
I said screw it, ran downstairs half naked, poured a shot glass of milk, ran back upstairs and poured it in my butt. I can't look at a bag of hot Cheetos again without thinking about that cursed night.
Okay, so That Happened is a subreddit where essentially people share, like, post pictures of stories that definitely did not happen. So what do you think about this? Do you think it happened?
It could. It's possible.
No. You can't just pour milk up your butt.
Well,
You actually need stuff to do that.
You can pour it on your butt. I didn't know they meant, like, up your butt.
Hold on a minute. Have I been reading it wrong this whole time?
I don't know.
Hold up. Yeah, no, he said poured it into my butt.
Well, yeah, that...
You need stuff for it.
But it could mean on it.
Have you seen those people who, like, do it with coffee? Who, like, pour coffee up the butt and then they, like, poop it out every morning?
No.
Oh my gosh.
What does that do?
Make some poop.
Can you just drink it?
Don't ask me. I don't know. Crazy people's is crazy people's.
They drink it with their butts.
I don't think that's quite how it is.
Yeah, that's exactly what you said.
Yeah, but, like, it doesn't go up to the stomach or anything. Okay, just listen to this one and react, alright?
Okay.
Anyway, they would vandalize my house and leave notes like, "Why don't you go die, commie? Go back to Russia, you commie. I am Russian by birth." So I have a Draco. That is a pistol that can go automatic. My family has an FFL. And by law, I have the right to shoot any trespassers. Thank the law I stated at the beginning. They come like clockwork, breaking my windows and spray painting my walls and other illegal stuff. So I had enough. I got my Draco and went outside to yell at them to stop. Hint, they didn't notice the gun. Here is the reply I got. "Bullies, go kill yourself, commie." Me, "Okay, I warned you, bullies." "What?" Me, "Ever heard of the stand your ground law?" Bullies, "No." Me, "Well, how about I show you?" I took out the pistol and aimed it at them. They froze in fear and I emptied the clip at them. Killed 11 out of 13 that day. The cops came and I said I used the stand your ground law and I got off scot-free. The 2 survivors are currently in the ER. I pressed charges against the 2 survivors for trespassing and assault. Revenge is best served something.
Something?
It just cuts off.
Oh, I thought they were like...
Yeah, because they have no idea what they're doing. You can't just...
What's that law?
It's the law where if someone is behaving aggressively towards you in your own home, that you can, like, shoot them in self-defense.
It's not shooting.
Like, you don't have to run away or something like that. It's just... It does not mean you can unload an automatic anything at people. Like, that would not be covered under the stand your ground law. There would be an investigation. It sounded like they were outside, so I'm not quite sure if it even applies. He should have just called the police on them for trespassing. He should have, like... Not that this happened.
It's because he's a commie.
It's because he's a commie. Okay, thanks for your input.
Don't
Sister.
call me anything, okay?
I've got to edit that out again.
You're so bad at it.
I'm so tired.
I don't say your name.
What do you have to say about this one?
I already told you.
Just that he's a commie?
He's a commie. That's
all you have to say?
It didn't happen.
Okay.
End of discussion.
What gave it away that it didn't happen?
He killed people.
He
and got away with it. In front of the police.
Thanks.
Because he's Russian. I'm kidding, it's a joke. Calm down. What's this? It has a picture.
No, just read the picture's unrelated. Read the comment.
Let me read it first so I can perform better.
It's been 17 seconds.
I can't read very fast. So I walked around my house with my underwear on, blasting this on my speaker. And it was JBL, so it was loud. My mom thought I was on drugs. I'm pretty positive I was, but in reality it was so cool.
It took you longer to read it to yourself than out loud. What's your favorite part about this one?
I have trouble concentrating. I don't get it.
I like how he says I was probably on drugs, but has no idea. But you just don't get it?
Yeah.
Oh, the whole point of the story is that he just ran around in his underwear yelling the music. Or blasting the music, and then his mom was like, wow, you're on drugs. But that didn't happen because it's some poor loser who's alone and sits in his house all day.
What's JBL?
It's the song. It's the song.
Or is it the artist?
I don't care. Oh no, this one's long. Oh no. This is a long one. Oh man, I gotta read this one, don't I?
Why?
Because you just read. Unless you want to read this one. Alright, it's the second to last period of a Monday school day in 8th grade. Male teacher, always on that r/fellow kids type. Although nobody really liked him much. Stop, you're hitting the microphone cord. Stop. He was our history teacher, but it seemed like he never actually taught history. The class mostly consisted of him sharing his weird, unpopular opinions. Perfect recipe for an argument. Oh my gosh.
What?
Oh, my blanket fell. I got spooked. I thought it was the cat attacking me again. Perfect recipe for an argument. So one day he was off about video games, how he loved them but hated all the new ones. Halfway through the class, I've been holding and saying something the whole time. Then he utters those forbidden words. You know, these modern-day video games really make kids violent. No, this could not be left unguarded by my 14-year-old self. So, I say something. I don't remember exactly what, but it initiated a long argument. He keeps on talking about school shootings like Columbine. Actually, he brought up Columbine quite frequently. My argument against that was that Columbine couldn't have been caused by modern video games since it was a relatively long time ago in the video game world. Our arguments kept going on like this all the while he got madder at me. The class was backing me up too, which helped. Eventually, he reached a breaking point. All the while, practically yelling. He basically told me that I'm right, but that I will never go anywhere in life, and blah, blah, blah. After harshly insulting me for about 2 to 3 straight minutes, he stormed out of the classroom. We didn't see him for another week. I'll tell you, though, those moments after he left were the quietest I'd ever heard. And then a giggle turned into a laugh. And you can see where that went. LOL. Best laugh I ever had.
Where'd he go for a week? Was it spring break?
You're way too far away from the mic. Hey. No, he got so insulted by the child, he left school for a week.
Was that week spring break?
No.
Because what if his aunt died? What if his wife died?
I don't think this happened.
Well, I don't think it happened either.
I mean, I don't know, sister. I don't know if someone died.
Sister?
I'm so terrible at this.
My sister. Not just sister. Sister? I don't know, just...
Look, okay, this is my audio. This is your audio. You see this tiny little blip? This is not ASMR. Stop trying to make all my videos ASMR.
I think I'm close enough now.
Yeah, you're good now, but like... Okay. No. That's that tiny little blip. That's still louder than what you were doing.
It's not the big one?
Yeah. Try it again. That was me yelling. Okay. See?
Aw.
I mean, so far there haven't been any studies to actually show that video games have been linked to violence. There was, like, only one time a video game resulted in someone dying, but, like, there was a lot more to it than just playing video games. What do you have to say about this one? I'm making you give commentary.
I said everything that I was going to say.
You just said, what if his wife died?
What if his aunt died? I don't think that happened. What's the week spring break?
I want you to read this one because it's, like, super hard to understand.
Okay. So I'm at Stop and Shop today with one of my counselors. Some lady stops me and goes, "Sir, excuse me." I said, "Hey, what's up?" She goes, "Thank you." I said, "Thank you for what?" She goes, "Thank you for the eye candy," and winked at me. Wink. LOL. If it was, I probably wouldn't have posted it.
What do you have to say?
It's funny.
It's funny?
Yeah.
Okay, moving on then, I guess. Hashtag ego boost.
I was trying to wink, but it can't
No, it doesn't come through over the microphone. Winks don't come through. Wink. Are you trying to do wink ASMR?
Wink.
Stop. Oh, look, it's another school bully. How to deal with a bully. I am bullied in high school by some mean, sassy girls, and what I do is roast them! Wait, now go away.
Yeah, go away.
True story. Once in the changing rooms, this girl called me. Stop! No ASMR.
Sorry.
True story. Once in the changing rooms, this girl called me a weirdo, and then I had enough. And I said, "Oh, I thought that was you." And my friends were like, "Oh, it was so funny." There were two kinds. There were two kinds of people. Some were shouting, "Oh." Some were like, "Okay, this is a true study." This is a true story. And now I stand up for myself.
A true study.
I'm sorry.
How'd you say so?
No, what do you think of that comeback? Do you think that's going to eliminate the bullies?
Yeah, it's gonna annihilate them. No, that's such a bad.
I thought that was you.
That's something.
No, you is better.
That's something I would say.
You're better than this. I believe in you.
That was you.
I love how that annihilates high school students.
Yeah.
Stop. No ASMR. No. Okay, look, read this one. Do you want to read the one about
Sure.
violence, or do you want to go to
No.
some shorter ones?
Shorter ones.
I'm going to have you read this one.
Got on bus. Didn't pay. Some bloke stopped me. See ticket collector on his shirt. Just a fancy way of saying massive virgin. Gave a left, right, good night. Put me umbrella mask, ski mask on, close enough. No face, no case. Crushed his glasses with me. Lonsdale slips on. Called the driver a fat pedo and fled.
What do you think about that story?
It's funny.
Doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Knocks the guy out, then puts on a mask, tries to get on the bus, leaves the bus immediately.
Just a fancy way of saying massive virgin.
I have a job, aka virgin.
I forgot I had the dead cat on my head.
Oh, yeah.
It feels like nothing.
Yeah, because it's, like, really light. That's kind of part of the, yeah. So this was found on a list of the hottest peppers in the world. It's weird because I just ate the Carolina Reaper about 45 minutes ago, and it just now stopped, but I can still feel it. I've ate every single one, and they're not too hot to me.
I don't get it.
Carolina Reaper?
Yeah, but they say it stopped, but it's still going.
I don't know. Some child who's like, it's not that hot. It's fine. It's not spicy.
Pot toaster's just a bell pepper. And they're like, "Oh."
They probably got this thing from the banana pepper from the, the banana pepper from the Papa John's, and they were like, "Ha, that's a Carolina Reaper." Okay, this is a good one for you to read. Read it in a high schooler voice. That can be your normal voice.
Yeah, I know. I was like,
Get it because you're a high schooler?
Yeah.
Oh, that eye roll.
yeah, but suicide is something I enjoy. I did it 13 times in the past week. I get called ugly fat because I am a non-binary and a pansexual. But no big 120 times. Every month isn't bad.
So what do you think of this person doing the suicide 13 times a day?
In the past week.
Oh, 120 times in a month.
Do they mean cutting? Because, like...
They don't even know how to spell suicide. I don't think they mean anything. Also, they're calling all non-binary people ugly and fat. So...
Not exactly, but...
They're saying... Well, they're kind of associating it.
Oh, yeah. I guess you're right. What's non-binary?
Oh, boy.
What's pansexual?
Oh, we're not going to get into that today. What's this one?
I bet pansexual people like bread. I'm kidding. It's a joke. Calm down. Everyone says pan like bread, you know? Like pan. Have you not, you know?
I've heard, like, oh, better hide the dishes.
But not like bread.
No. Oh, like French? Isn't that pain? Wait, what is it? Hold up. What am I thinking of? There's some French word.
Pan. I don't know. Bread.
Did I already do these?
I don't know.
Hold up. I might have already done all of these.
Well, that's okay, because I don't really care. I'm just here because I don't want to do anything else.
This is Tumblr.
My father has tried to murder me. I need to get out of here, but I need the funds to feed myself and have a place to stay. So if you have anything to send, please do so. He will murder me if I don't get out of here, so yeah.
So yeah. What's your best response to that?
So yeah.
So yeah, that's a good response.
I'm sending my money.
No. One time when I was 6, I was doing a claw machine, and there was one with a huge turtle buried, but its head was sticking out. It took 2 tries to get it, but when I got it, the head got tore off, and one of the employees didn't give me a new one. And I was 6, but my mom told the manager, and he got fired. Oh, and I got a new turtle. 6-year-old gets dude fired. I like the little turtle emoji. Look how cute that little dude is.
Do you not have one?
No. What do you mean, do I not have one?
Does it not look like that on your phone?
I'm just saying I like the turtle emoji.
Okay.
Did you just say gay?
I said okay.
Good talk.
Did you just say gay?
Stop. You can't do gay as gay smar.
Gay ASMR? That sounds gross.
You're gross.
What would gay?
Shorts.
It's just people kissing.
Gay smar.
Gay smar.
Gay smar. Short story about some violence I unleashed 2 days ago.
Wow.
The full concert was a blast. Simple moshing, dancing, enjoying the music. After concert, however, some punks felt the need to express their anger through violence, of course choosing me as their victim. Little did they know I am always begging for someone to give me an excuse to cause a whirlwind of violence. After some time of pushing around in kindergarten stare-downs, one guy finally went for a punch. Naturally, I managed to evade it, automatically going for a choke. While still holding his neck, I grabbed his leg, lifted him up the ground, and went for a slam. Yeah, it says up the ground.
I know.
Okay. His past-angered stare turned into a shocking, dull look of despair and suffering. He wasn't as skilled as he thought he was. His friends gasped and went to pick up his wounded friend.
Wounded.
While I continued my way to the door, laughing hysterically at the thought of having a chance to literally lift someone and break their spine if needed. Violence always awakens my poetical side of mind, especially when the poetry is in breaking spines of angered weaklings.
That's mean.
Thanks for your input of that's mean. Yeah, poetic. There's no poetry here.
Yum.
What do you mean
spine
yum?
crack.
Oh man.
I'm kidding.
This is just so dumb. I hate it.
I hate you. I'm kidding. It's a joke.
I'm gonna edit out the it's a joke part. I'm just gonna be like,
What? I just want my potatoes. I'm just hungry.
why are you always hungry when we do
I
these?
probably have worms. I'm hungry all the time. I was hungry with... Oh, wait, I can't. Friend A. Better name. And we were joking about me having worms, and she's like, why do you actually have worms? Like, you go get it checked later. We were making jokes about it. Okay. I just found my 15-year-old daughter in deep hysteria, crying her IUs.
Yeah, don't read it correctly. Just read it
Crying her IUs over something and refusing to tell me what it was. There was the last Harry Potter book lying next to her, so I assumed something sad happened in the plot. 1/7.
Because it's just, no, because They replied, and it's down there. They're just saying that's 1/7. That's the first out of 7 of their posts.
1/7.
Okay.
But that wasn't the case at all. For those who don't know, identifies as asexual. She has no sexual desires nor the need for romantic affection. She came out to us 2 years ago, and I assured her it's okay. 2/7. When I finally managed to make her talk, she explained that she's crying because she's worthless. I asked her how so. Then she told me to read the thing Professor Dumbledore said to Harry. Let me quote it for you. 3/7. Do not pity the dead, Harry. Pity the living, and above all, those who live without love. That one single line literally says that there's nothing worse in the world than a person who can't have a partner or is single. 4/7. J.K. Rowling, if you write books for young people, you need to be more careful to minorities and their problems. Unless you actually think my daughter's life is worthless, you are no role model. Role model? Shame on you!
First of all, like, Harry Potter came out a long time ago. Second of all, asexual people still feel love.
Yeah,
Like,
does she not love her dad?
someone didn't bother to find out more about her daughter. Someone doesn't love their daughter.
Oh, wait, that's a man?
I don't know.
I just assumed it was a dad. But it's probably a mom.
I don't think it matters. I think it's some teenager who doesn't have a kid and is, like, feeling, like, sad that she's single and just made this whole thing up. The line does, I'm pretty sure, okay, look, if you're a psychopath or a sociopath.
Those who live without love.
Those are the only people it applies to. Asexual people can still have, like, romantic relationships and, like,
they can
still fall in love with people.
They can love their parents, too.
Yeah, and they can, like, you know, love their friends and that kind of
parents.
stuff.
They can eat
This doesn't make sense to me.
They can eat potatoes and fall in love with the taste.
You just really want potatoes.
Yes? Question mark?
Why?
I've been waiting for potatoes. Waiting for them to get out of the oven.
Okay.
To devour.
To devour. Okay, we're gonna do one more. We're just gonna go.
Ew. You're so gross.
I'm sorry. We're just gonna go ahead and do all of these and then just make it 2 videos. No ASMR.
That's just me swallowing. I don't know.
Here you go. It's not.
Funny thing, I'm in middle school and I'm looking into early admissions and Harvard Med's admissions.
Thanks.
Admissions office was asking me how old I am, and I said 12, and he gasped and said, "Hold, please." I was transferred to the dean, and they asked me to come in and take the admission test again. So the next day, I walked into the admissions office, and the secretary pointed to the office I was supposed to take the test in. I finished the test, and they graded it, and they were shocked because a 12-year-old me was able to pass the admissions exam to Harvard. Harvard.
Sorry.
That's the story of how I got into Harvard Med School while being in the 7th grade. And then everyone clapped.
Yeah, so obviously this child doesn't know how college admission works because I know someone who's going to Harvard, actually. Can you not?
What?
And he, said undecided, but that was a lie. What? Stop messing with the dead cat.
Stop.
That's so mean. I got into high school in 7th grade. I did. Remember?
No, I don't, obviously. Did I get into high school in 7th grade?
No, you didn't, because you didn't take the SSAT.
What's that?
Or was it the PS? No, PSAT is the practical. The SSAT was to get into certain high schools. Because remember, and then I was going to go...
I thought you just went there. You have to get into high school?
Well, it depends on the high school, because I was going to go in, I was going to start going in 7th grade. It was still going to be 7th grade, but it was, technically high school.
Why didn't you skip the grade?
Because we moved.
Oh.
Thanks. Someone's calling me, but we're going to ignore them. That happened. Haha.
I need to pop my back.
Then pop your back.
I can't.
Good job. What? You can't just flop on the ground.
I can't. I can't get up.
I'm going to have you... we're going to end on that one. I've got one more to do. You ready?
Okay.
Yo, I'm so amused and proud of myself. Warning, long post ahead. So I was at McNasty with my boys earlier today for lunch. Their choice, not mine. We were standing at the counter and I was paying for our food, and my oldest started sucking the nastiest freaking oyster from his sinus cavity. I told him he was gross to go blow his nose. This is where things get interesting. This snooty lady who was in line behind me said, "That was weird to say to your child," in the rudest voice ever. So I turn around and just analyze everything for a second. She was standing there with 4 girls, all between the ages of about 6 months and maybe 10. So I said, "You have some pretty girls, but do you have any boys at home?" She then says no. And a rude girl, me, instantly thought, "Oh, honey, you about to learn today." Me, "Do you have to flush the toilet all the time because your girls leave loogies floating on a regular basis?" Her, "Ew, no." Me, "Do you have to clean up pee from all over the bathroom because they are too lazy or too tired to aim properly?" Her, "That's unsanitary and girls don't aim, so no." Me, "Do your girls constantly walk around farting and burping?" Her,
Yes.
No, because that's not ladylike." Me, "Have one of your girls ever brought you a cat skull and asked to keep it?" Her, nauseous blank stare on her face.
Yes.
Me, "We're not talking about you though. You bring dead animals. You have a thing with dead. You just bring them all. I'll address that later." Me, "Clearly you have no clue what it's like to be a boy mom or understand
A boy mom.
Stop! I'm trying to read. Or understand all the stuff we have to deal with on a regular basis, or how completely different worlds we live in. So please, next time you hear mom say something like I did, maybe giggle and keep your mouth shut because you're blessed enough not to have to deal with the things we do."
That's mean.
Her, "I'm really sorry. I'm an only child, and all of my friends are girls as well. I had no clue it was that rough." Me, "Yeah, life is interesting. Now you have a good day." Random lady as I walked away, "Good job, mama. Stand up for yourself and your babies." I feel like I handled the situation pretty well considering I'm a hothead. Lamau.
Lamau?
Yeah.
LMAO?
Yeah. No, I know.
Lamau.
I love... Stop. I love how she thinks, why does this lady... Yes, of course little girls leave poop everywhere, and it's not always in the toilet. They pee
I
everywhere
think the
also.
only difference is guys do leave more when they're younger. They go, like, pee everywhere. Of course, sometimes I just didn't make it to the toilet. But even when they do, it just... Sometimes it
Thanks,
goes
you.
everywhere, you know? I think it's the
And
only
you still walk around farting and burping.
difference. Yeah, everyone does.
And you've brought quite a few dead animals home.
Home?
You just grab them and just bring them places
Maybe
too.
not
Way
home.
more than our brother.
I don't think it was home. I don't think I brought them home.
You like bring them to the backyard though, and you put worms in your hair because they
No.
were your friends.
That was a while. That was like, when I was young.
But that's the point. Oh, it's okay. It's just a hawk.
I don't bring dead animals home.
You have.
What? Name it.
I don't remember.
Exactly. I haven't.
I just remember being really freaked out. But you'll grab dead animals and like take pictures of them though. That's pretty weird.
I don't grab them. That's gross.
You scabbers. What was its name? Scabbard. The dead rat.
That's the name of the sword. No.
What's the dead rat's name?
I
You so grabbed
I
that.
forgot his name, but yeah, I grabbed it.
That's what I'm
It
saying.
was cool though.
And there was one other little animal in the backyard that you grabbed.
Grabbed.
Yeah, that you
Was it-
grabbed. And then there was like that deer carcass.
It was a grub. I played with a grub.
No, like a dead mammal.
It was a mammal.
Yeah, I don't remember. I think it was like a tiny mouse or a vole.
I don't remember that. I did play with the dead grub though.
Okay. And then there was like the deer carcass.
Yes. I did get lots of pictures.
Did you do anything with the opossum carcass?
What possum?
Were you there for that?
No.
Oh man, it was gone like in one day. There were so many like maggots and stuff.
Well, I do remember the deer, and I still have
the
those
deer.
pictures somewhere.
Like the half ripped open, shredded deer carcass.
All its guts were gone, and its ribs were exposed, and then it fell on its neck when it died. So its head was like under its chest and poking out the other side.
Oh no. Yeah, see, this is girl stuff too. This is like talking about boys. Boys. Boy. Let me see.
But I have never grabbed a fresh dead animal.
No, not a fresh dead animal.
Except
Just
for
dead
a
animals. You
grub.
grabbed a couple.
Okay.
A couple.
What?
Okay,
So,
no, we're
so-
gonna end on this one.
Only 2 though.
I know it's been more. And you like
No.
shoved a frog in your lunchbox, and then I just remember you like
It wasn't
putting your
dead.
hand. No, it wasn't.
dead.
But that was right-
I'm reading.
But that was the day after we said stop
No.
bringing home live animals, and then you put in them. We come home, we're in
No,
the car,
I'm reading.
and you just put your hands over your mouth. And you're like, "Oh my gosh, a frog! How
Hey,
did that get
it
there?" And you
was-
just had a frog in
It
your
was all
lunchbox.
good because it lived.
Okay, finish it up. We got this.
No, now I'm not reading it.
Wait. Okay, I'll read it.
No. I have your phone.
Stop. We've already been recording for 33 minutes.
Yeah, it's a long video.
It's gonna be 2 videos at this point.
Whatever. Just really proud of how I was able to respond in the moment. Am I not close enough? Just really proud of how I was able to respond in the moment. At a networking event last night, this older man in a fedora that happened to have way too much to say during a young woman's presentation didn't like the business card I handed him. He said, "You need a new business card, sweetie." I leaned over to him and whispered, "No one likes unsolicited advice."
Stop making everything ASMR.
It says whispered. He nodded and said, "You're right. I'm sorry." Then I had to walk right behind him to leave the room. I put my hand on his shoulder and said, "And don't call a woman sweetie." "Right again," he replied. Usually I just smile okay, one second. Usually I just smile, nod, and roll my eyes as I walk away. Super happy I was able to point that behavior out right away and nip it in the bud. Do I read the edit?
Sure, go for it. It's probably something funny. I don't remember.
Edit. Someone suggested I add part 2 to the original post instead of it getting buried in the comments. Part 2. He came up to me afterwards to apologize again and talk more about it. He said he had a wife and daughter and was mortified. When I went to defuse and just say, "It's okay," he responded, "No, it wasn't." We chatted for a bit, shook hands, and left it at that.
What do you think of that?
She was, that was stupid. I don't know.
That was stupid. Yeah, honestly, like, what the heck?
Yeah, it was rude of him, but she was like, "That's not how you talking to a woman."
Respect a woman. Yeah, I love how she, like, she just, like, gave him an unsolicited business card, and he was like, "No thanks." And she's like, excuse me.
Yeah.
And, he would only have reacted like this. Oh boy, that was way too loud. And he would have only reacted like this if she, like, attacked him or, like, yelled real loud, and he just wanted to diffuse the situation. Also, she put her hands on him.
Oh yeah, that too.
I think that's not good.
I'm calling the cops.
Imagine if the roles were reversed. It would read as some poor scared woman trying to get away. It still reads as some poor scared man trying to run.
He's just like,
let me go, I didn't do anything.
Let me just scoot out here. Okay, done.
Okay, no, we gotta say goodbye.
Bye.
No, wait, gotta, sign out. Okay, guys.
Signing out.
No! Anyway, guys, thanks for listening. I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, all that good little YouTube stuff. I really hope you guys did like it, and if you did, I'll see you back here tomorrow. Bye.
One of my brother's friends is kind of a jerk, so you should subscribe to her channel because he was bashing her.
We just said my thumbnails are bad, which is true.
Bashing her, so you should
I'm okay with that.
Because
I haven't put any effort into the thumbnails. A little rude. Your face is rude.
And I know some of his friends already watched this, so thanks. Okay. Bye.
Thanks for the long and extra. What is it? Outro.
Extra.